coming up towards a resistance area as we come close and close to...
You're either stupid or you're just dumb. What's the two? But definitely broke. Definitely.
All right, welcome. Yo, bro, yo, how are you? You doing good? Everyone's doing great. Welcome to Monday. I think this is
resistance area as we come close and close to...
okay. Let me fix this over here. All right, welcome.
Wow.
Yo, bro, yo, how are you? You doing good?
Hold on.
Okay.
Lots of echo.
Let me fix this over here. All right, welcome.
Wow.
Yo, bro, yo, how are you? You doing good?
Hold on. Okay, we're good now. Great. So, so far, nothing really happening. Honestly, I was expecting something to play out, but I don't think anything is going on. Why is Zoom so zoomed in? What is happening over here? HD? Okay. Way better. Very good. Very good. Mirror my appearance. Blur. Okay. I guess blur is good. Blur's good. Okay. Awesome. Blur should be good. Beautiful. Here we are. Let's remove this. Okay. Yeah. Let's remove this. So we're basically consolidating at this point. I don't think anything important is happening so far. Let's take a look on the 15-minute time frame. The only thing I see on the 15-minute time frame is possibly a support right here and also a support on the 15-minute right over here. We have London Open right now. And okay, so below this wick, 32.28, you're looking at like a 40 pip range. For me to say that I would want to take a sell on gold would be maybe for a candle to break and close below 32.30. If I can get a candle to break and close below 32.30, I think that would be better. If I can have a candle to break and close below 32.30. Other than that, I don't think if I'm going to be interested in any other sort of play that may happen. Yeah, you see this right here? I want the candle to close because I don't know whether we will reject this area or we will continue to push down. Also, it's a Monday, so I have to be very careful. It's better to miss a trade on a Monday than to enter a trade in the fear of missing the trade. So I am in no rush to know whether I'm going to miss the trade or what, because I just want this candle to close. If the 15-minute candle can close like this, below 32.30, the next candle there's a very high probability for it to continue to push down. So we got about, 6-7 minutes left for the candle to close. And remember, if in the next 6-7 minutes, if it continues with volume because it's London Open, then so be it. What we can do at that point? Nothing. So I'm just waiting for the candle to close. See this? It's sort of like rejecting this area over and over again. So it's very important. Very important. What platform you recommend for Forex paper trading? I recommend the MT5 Simulator. That's what I recommend. MT5 Simulator. See this right here? It needs to close. We still got some time left. The candle needs to close. Once we get a candle to close, I think that's where we can get some sort of successful execution. Up until the candle doesn't close, we don't know what's really going to happen. So simply just waiting. Hello, Chris. Good day. Do you think you can do a vlog at the Coca-Cola Summit? Yes, I will do a vlog at the Coca-Cola Summit. Don't you worry about dog is going to be there for the Coca-Cola Summit. Dominion Markets will be in charge. Sange chal de, TikTok de, no more plar TikTok de. TikTok day. Okay, so what do I need over here? I need to open my WhatsApp. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. The candle is about to close in about 6 minutes. So let's see what happens. Let's take a look at pound yen. Pound yen is still consolidating. We haven't really moved anywhere. Looks like we are creating this support area on pound yen, which is very, very apparent. We're also creating this resistance area on pound yen, which is very, very apparent over here. Looking at the 15-minute time frame. Look at that. We got this resistance and we have that support. That's it. Okay. All right. See this? We're still open over here and we're stuck. All right, let's see here. Assalamu alaikum. What do you think about today's market buying? Market buying, I don't know. If I'm looking for a buy on gold, it has to be above 23.36. If I'm looking for a buy, it has to be above this area. Above this area, look, above 22.36. No, 32.26. You're looking at like a 69 pip range for price to continue to push up. So yeah, just waiting. I entered on a 30-minute candle closure, bearish form resistance, retest the low. Could this still be advisable to take such trade? I understand it's a 50 pip candle closure, but I lowered my lot size. 30-minute. Oh, right over here. At this one, yeah, it's very, very tough because if you look at this 30-minute candle, so you entered once the candle closed. The 15-minute candle closed with a small bearish body, you know, creating this support. So if I was in a sell based on a 30-minute and looking at this 15-minute candle close, I wouldn't be taking that sell because, you know, the candle body is smaller than the previous body, which means that the volume is decreasing at that point. So I would be very, very careful based on that. Can I go to the market today? Sure. Sure, you can go to the market. What are you going to do? Buy tomatoes? Potatoes? Anyway, so we got 1 minute left for the candle to close. And with that candle closure, I think an opportunity for price to break below this low and to push down is coming up. Is going to be there. Stop is going to be... okay, so volume is back now. Volume is back to normal now, which is not bad. Volume is back to normal. I mean, look, even if we break below this low, the stop is going to be like, you know, 20, 21 pips. The ideal scenario is going to be if once the new candle starts and it retraces, I think that's going to be the ideal scenario. Also, start challenge with you 2,500 to 10K in 3 months. Profit is now $1,230. Oh, nice. You're up $1,230. Beautiful. Excellent. Significance of simulators. Highly significant. Highly, highly, highly significant. All right. Let's see here. Candle's about to close. Let's take a look over here. The 30-minute candle is bearish. 1 hour candle is coming down. 4 hour candle is whatever. 15-minute candle is retracing. We're not sure whether we're rejecting this or retracing. We're not too sure. When the new candle forms, hey, Shala. When the new candle forms, we need it to wick up. Wow, look at that. Look at that rejection. Crazy. All right. Can you help trade in Euro USD? Euro USD, you'll have to take a look at that. Wow, look at that. Pound yen is still consolidating. Still consolidation. Wow, this 1 minute seems to be pretty long. Okay, 15 minute. What are you going to do? Are you going to retrace and break the low, or what are you going to do? I'm down 5% on second phase of funded account. Any tips? Maybe manage risk. Okay, here we go. This is a great closure. 15-minute candle has closed below support. We want the current 15-minute candle to wick up and then continue on pushing down. I ideally want it to wick up and then continue on to push down. Can I look for some sort of dynamic risk as we break below this area? Can I look for dynamic risk? Nice spread, 1 pip spread on gold. On Dominion markets, good. You know what I want to do is, I want my stop to be somewhere around 32.30. Ooh. Somewhere over here. 32.30 within this range. I want my stop to be within this range, because if I believe that price should be continuing to push down, it should not retrace more than 50% of the previous candle right over here. You see this candle body? This candle body is about 14, 15 pips. So it should not retrace more than 50% of the previous candle body. And based on that, like, you know, the 15-minute candle has closed below 32.30. Like, you know, so this becomes sort of like our confirmation candle for price to continue to push down. Well, my confirmation candle. Can't talk about you guys, but my confirmation candle. No sells, guys. Wow. We have someone trying to talk everyone out of these sells. See, so now the 15-minute candle has made a high right over here. I would like to consider this a high. If we break above this high, then I think the probability for price to continue to push down becomes lower. So we'll have to manage risk if this 15-minute candle breaks above its own high. You know, 15-minute is low confirmation. Yeah, but I mean, like, you know, the volume is there. I mean, we haven't had volume during pre-London. We haven't had some sort of, like, you know, continuous move during pre-London. So I would say probably with London Open, we should have some sort of, like, you know, a continuation move. So that's all what I'm expecting, for price to have some sort of a continuation move, for it to continue to push down. You know, I mean, if we break above its own high, I think that's going to be a way to manage risk. Because the only thing we can do is manage risk. All right. Would you trade after one winning trade Mondays? After one winning trade Mondays? No. I wouldn't trade after one winning trade Mondays. You know, so background white. Background white? Nah. I like the background to be black. Okay, pound yen right there. All you can do is just manage risk. Only buy, yes, nah. But for buys, I think I'm going to be looking at above 32, 36 for buys. You know, I don't think buys are going to be necessary. Only above 32, 36 I'm going to be looking at buys. 36 I'm going to be looking at buys. And closed another 50%, and yeah, that's about it. What's this? What is Dominion standard lot spread? Standard lot spread is about, on gold you're going to get about 2.5 pips on standard, but ECN account you'll get like, you know, almost a pip, 1 pip, 1.2, 1.3 pip, you know, on Dominion on gold. That's what it's going to be like. But now you can see how the 15-minute candle retraced, and I mean, if it's going to push down, it has to just respect its own. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. So what was the risk? Total risk was about, what is this? 18 pips, almost like $70. Risk was almost $70. And what did I lose? $51. You know, this is why people say Raja doesn't make money in life. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's getting very tough. It's break low, first entry. Yeah, I mean, you know, I mean, the confirmation was there. Like, you know, let's break this down. Let's break this down over here. So look, we created support. How do you make this thicker? Anyway, create support. This candle closed below support at London Open, right? This candle closed below support at London Open. You got clean range here to the left hand side. What's the probability it can continue to push down? What's the probability it can, like, just logically ask yourself this. What's the probability it can actually push down? There's a higher probability. But then again, at the same time, there's a lower probability the setup might not work. So a setup should be something which you should be executing on all the time, every time when it shows up. You know, so that's what's my thought process is all the time. Like, if I see a setup and there's a high probability it's going to work, I'm going to keep on executing on the same setup over and over and over and over again. Yeah, one day I'll get it right. Fake out, well, like, you know, it's a fake out once it happens. Wow, look at that. Looks like there's nothing happening. Pound yen here as well. Pound yen is trying to break out over here. Look at the 30-minute candle. The 30-minute candle is about to close in about 7 minutes. After 70 minutes, yeah, it has to be interesting to actually wait to see where this candle closes. Looking at gold as well, just very difficult now. Very, very difficult. Could this be a buy then for gold? No, I'm only looking for buys above 32, 36. Because look, anything above 32, 36, you have clean range here to the left-hand side. But other than that, I'm not looking for anything else. Above 32, 36 only. Okay. Don't you think it was much of a complex price action because of the consolidation on the left-hand side? No, because we did have candle close below support. So that was sort of like the confirmation for price to push down because the candle closed below support. But other than that, it is what it is. The only thing you can do is manage risk at the end of the day. $7.22. Let's see here. What do we got? Try trading on a higher time frame. No thanks. I'm good with 15-minute, the 30-minute. That's it. Price mirror left hand side. No, I think that mirror is going to be something if we wait for pound yen to close. Let's see what's happening over here. Okay, let's see here. Monday, nothing going on. Let's take a look at Tuesday. Tuesday CPI on CAD. We got CAD interest rates. Interest rates on CAD, interesting. For USD, nothing so far. Euro interest rates. Friday, we have an off day, I guess. Everything's closed. Friday, pound bank holiday, Euro bank holiday, CAD bank holiday. You know, very, very tough. Very tough on Friday. I think the volume is going to be really lower. Yeah, so far there's nothing happening. We're just consolidating at this point. Modify the zone on a 15-minute? No, I only like to modify zones based off of the 30-minute time frames. 15-minute? No, not a big fan. 15-minute? No. You know, so let's just wait to see. Can we see stop loss is very big? How can we manage it? Well, now the stop losses are not going to be very big. Now the stop losses are going to be normal because I think the volume is back to normal. Can we see stop loss? What do you think on GU? Can it reach the daily high? GU. Let's take a look at GU. Did we correct that? Oh, wow. We did correct that move. See this drop we had on Hong Kong? We correct that whole thing. No. I think this was right here. Yeah, we did correct that whole thing. Okay, let's take a look at GU here. GU has a 0.2 pip spread. Not bad. Templates. Let's take a look on the 1 hour time frame, 30-minute time frame. GU continues to make higher highs over here. Let's take a look at this. So we have a resistance forming. Let's zoom out. Zoom out. Let's take a look to the left-hand side. On the left-hand side, maybe we may be pushing into this level on GU. Probably pushing into this level. Let's take a look on the 15-minute. Sneak peek on the 15-minute. Zoom in. Yeah, above this area, how much of this range? It's like a 20 pip range. 20 pip range. Right now, breaking the high stop loss below the actual wick. No. Like, let's take a look on the 30-minute. Yeah, 30-minute is nothing. Nothing. Very tough. No trade. Absolutely no trade. Yeah, no trade. Like, even this range now becomes small. It's like a 35 pip range now based on the volume. Based on the volume we've had in the past. So it's going to be very, very tough. Good morning. Can you please give me MFU for 1 month? No. Sir Vlog. Yes. Why Raja is having $3,000? Why am I having $3,000? Because I'm trying to grow this account to $10,000. That's why I have $3,000 over here. I want to grow this account to $10,000, but it's getting very difficult to trade smaller amounts. Very difficult to trade small amounts. The 30-minute candle is about to close. From April 9th, the price action is garbage. I agree. You know, I think the volume is dying. The volume we had on The volume that we're used to, I think that is dying now slowly. That's why it's getting a little bit difficult. I mean, hey, listen, if we stay between 32.36 and 32.29, there's nothing much we can do. So this will be the range of death. Let's call this the range of death. 28. Yeah, the range of death. I don't want to do anything in this range. Nothing. Maybe a buy above 32.36.50 would be great. Sell below this area 32.28 would be meh. It'd be okay. Now look, what are you gonna do? You know, we got the 30-minute candle closing with like a small bullish body. 1 hour candle is just tough. Just tough. Even if we move up, I'm not going to be interested in that. Only going to be interested above 32.36. Let's take a look at pound yen. Oh, wow. Look at that. Pound yen closed above this resistance, which is great. 30-minute candle also closed above this area. I think pound yen has a higher probability to move now. Look at that. You got like a 30 pip range on pound yen, probably to continue pushing up till 188, 100 after making this lower wick and we break above the high. But I'm mostly concerned about gold breaking above 32.36. Other than that, not interested. Can you use magic keys? Yes. Do you use FBG market gap as influence with support resistance zones? No. I just came back from Pakistan. When are you going to Pakistan? Okay, why don't you use C-Trader? Because I'm using MT5. Can I download MT5? How can I download MT5 Simulator? Open an account on MT5 account, and then you will get the simulator with it. I'm so grateful for MFU and Raja for teaching us being emotionless. For example, if the candle break its own high, cut your losses short. This concept will compound soon. Yes, 100%. What's your opinion on why it is more difficult to trade smaller? To be honest, when my positions are running in profits on this small account, for me, somehow it's easier to hold. Somehow, maybe there's less emotion tied towards the small amount or the small account. It's easier to hold. But it's very difficult because, you know, I'm so used to trade the 6-figure accounts. So when I'm down towards this small account, it's mentally, it's like, okay, like when are we going to grow to 5K? When are we going to grow to, you know, 10K and whatever. So as you can see now, all this mess happening on gold. What do you think of opening range breakouts? I don't know if you have heard of that one. Opening range breakout. No, I have not heard about that one. Dominion Market Services available in Karachi, Pakistan? Yes, it is available in Karachi. All right, let's take a look at pound yen. Ooh, pound yen, still more retracement. Just watch a video about your advice for break-even traders. I've got a question. If the trade has gone 50% towards your stop loss and you cut 50% of your position, okay, that's fine. You close 50%. And then what if the trade, I guess your follow-up question is, what if the trade then goes in your favor? Then so be it. Let it run. You know, then there's another concept which you can learn, and that concept is how to give your trade a second chance. That's another concept. Buys look way more better after 32, 36. I agree with that. Now activation code is not working. Oh, you need to email support. So yeah, boring now. You know, it's like watching, it's like literally watching paint dry. Literally just watching paint dry. Nothing happening. Just chilling. Okay, 32.36. 32.36. This is going to be much. Potential buys above 32. 36. 32. 36. 50. This is going to be way better. Okay, could watching the previous candle move indicate that price may struggle to push? For example, the candle before entry was pushing down, pushing up and down. Could that indicate next candle is more likely to reject or just focus on candle closures? I think it's going to be better to focus on just candle closures, just understanding the movement. I mean, right now, there's literally nothing happening. Pound yen as well didn't break the high to continue up. It just retraced, probably retesting 187.630. Probably just retesting. Just from yesterday, I watched your videos. Nice presentation. Thank you. I've seen your yesterday video. That's amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, it was a very, very good video yesterday that I posted on YouTube. Amazing video on how to trade NFP and then my favorite setup to trade on the simulator. I think that was a very, very good educational video. I'm going. Please wish me luck. Allah Hafiz. Good luck. I have breached 14 PropFirm account challenges. Any advice if I don't have enough money for real account? Like, are you stupid? Open up a real account. I don't understand. Have money. You have to go U8. Let's see here. Yeah, so far nothing. Pound yen. Ooh, wow, look at that. Comeback on pound yen. That's a very interesting comeback on pound yen. If we break up loss, ooh, maybe somewhere in the middle, expecting it not to retrace. I think that would be better. Gold, however, still having issues. Pound USD. Pound USD looking like it wants to do some sort of retracement or whatever. You got like this high to possibly, you know, with London Open to continue to push up. We'll see. Pound yen could be a fake. Pound yen could be a fake out. Yeah, it could be a fake out. Could be a fake out. Wow, look at that gold. Look at that gold. Wow, tanking now. Like, buddy, what are you trying to do? Gold, what are you trying to do? Can I download the MT5 template from somewhere? Yeah, I mean, it's just colors, to be honest. I just have to tell you that I have learned from you and have been teaching your concepts to my friends. Oh, could this be giving my bias a second chance? Right? Could this be giving my bias a second chance? My bias was sells in the beginning when I came to the live stream. It was sells. when I came on to the live stream. So could this be if we do break below 32.28? Could we continue to push bearish? Could we continue? That would be the question. Making around 15 to 20K INR a month with a capital of 50K, sure. You're wearing a suit. What's the reason behind this? I don't know. I'm just a guy in a suit now. Let's take a look at pound yen. Oh, pound yen is broken above this barrier now to continue to push up. Pound yen has broken the barriers. Let's take a sneak peek at the 5 minute. Wow, 5 minute. उर्दू में करो जान, क्या करें उर्दू में जान? बताएं आप मुझे. Such a game of patience on gold. Such a massive game of patience on gold. Let's take a look at pound yen. Such a massive game of patience. Suppose my average winning amount per trade is $100. Coming to risk management, can I close my trade? 30, 50. Yeah, you can. Like in $30, $40 loss. Sure, you can. So this 15-minute candle has broken the high of the previous 15-minute candle. If it breaks the low of the previous 15-minute candle, I think there's a very high probability for it to continue to push down. Which is better for intermediate trader? Did we trading in funded account or real money? Real money. For intermediary trader, I think personal account is going to be way better. Way better. But also, like, you know, there's a difference. There's a difference. Like, we have different clients trade personal accounts, different client trade, you know, funded accounts. So I honestly think this is where we should be pushing down once we break below 32.28. This is where I can give my bias a second chance. I think this could be it. This could be very well be it. Where price breaks its own low, I execute a sell, and then we can continue on to push down. How much have I lost today? Oh, okay, here we go. This could be it. New candle is about to start. I think the new candle in 15 minutes can push price down. Let's take the risk. I'll take the risk. I'll take the risk. It's all about the risk. How did you close half on MT5 stream lagging at that point, or did you do it manually? I did it manually. I'll take that risk. I'm open to take risks today. Raja Monday risk. Monday Raja risk. Monday Raja risk. MRR. We are at the MRR. Wow, look at that. Pound yen is rock cocking all the way up at this point. Yeah, look at that. Pound yen rock cocking solid all the way up over here. So pound yen was a much better trade. You were using 30 minutes for confirmation. Why did you switch to 15 minutes? Because you said in the early days 15 minutes. 15 minutes are weak confirmation, but when you have a lot of volume, then it's okay to look at the 15 minute. Where is volume here? Volume is not here. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. This is where you call it a day. Yeah. This is where you call it a day. Let's take a look at this. $132 down. Yeah, this is where you call it a day. Looks like pound yen was the one. Pound yen was the one. You said that when there's a long wick at the left side, so better wait for 30 minutes. Yeah. I was just getting too confident in this. But yeah, we're back to square one now. I mean, if we break the low over, yeah, it's done now. You know, the new 15-minute candle forms, and then that's where we're going to continue to push down. And I'm not giving this bias a third chance. Look at this 15-minute candle formed. It's going to wick up and then continue on to push down. Yeah, like it always happens. Price always moves when you close or when you lose. And that's going to be the prime example of that. Why don't you wait for candle to close? I don't know. I was just confident. I'm at the position to do something, suicidal thought, because I lost everything. Also in some debt, tariffs. Suicidal thoughts? I don't know. I mean, it's just money. Like, it's just money. Like, what are you going to do? You're going to cry over money? Don't cry over money, man. Money comes and goes. Money is like energy. See that? Man. We can see it pushing all the way down to 32.24. Pound yen can also tap into 188.100. Yeah, no wick. Yeah, that's fine. No wick. That's okay. That's fine. We got volume in London Open. And yeah, we can just watch it to push down to 32.24. Easily, you can just watch it continue down to 32.24. 32.24, 32.25. Gave my bias 2 chances, man. Gave my bias 2 chances, but it happens. It happens to the best of us. Follow the system. Emotional impulse trades will break a winning strategy. That's correct. But at least the bias was correct. Would you have executed? Yes. I would have executed. Well, I'm glad someone got pound yen. Beautiful. Someone got pound yen. I'm happy for that. But yeah, this was it. This was it. Why are you using MT5 now? Because the spread is lower on MT5 and the commissions are lower on MT5. Volume was not with us. Yeah, even now, man, look at the way it's moving. Even now, it's so dangerous. It's so dangerous. Wow. How can someone avoid overtrading and over-risking? I lost my funded account due to over-risking just before payout. Just focus on one trade a day. That's it. That's all what you have to focus on. Just focus on one trade a day. If there was a video I would want you guys to watch, it would be this one. This is what I posted yesterday, and I think this will help. This will help a lot of you guys. How do you share the share? Copy link. Here you go. Watch this. This one over here. I just trade pre-London after one winning trade. I called it's Monday. Yeah, it was like, I'm not gonna say it was sad Monday. It was like whatever, I just think market moves 23 hours a day, 5 days a week, and they will never overtrade. I swear. Yes, market will always be there moving, so you never, ever have to overtrade. Market will always be moving, so you never have to overtrade. Never. All right. Man, I do too much mistakes. First lost my money, then also some brothers' money. Congratulations. Me earning well through trading from 2 years. Just one mistake. I did use elder brothers' money. Well, now you know what mistake not to make. Based on your experience, best funded account, $7,500, $25,000 account, $50,000, whatever. Can you add feature in Dominion Market to deposit and withdraw money through UPI or bank transfer? We do have UPI. You can use UPI from Dominion. You can, 100%. Okay. Your journey was amazing. If you could go back in your early time, what advice would you give you? To be honest, from whatever you go through in life, it dictates where you're going to be in the future. So there's nothing that I would want to change from whatever I've been through. You know, because if you could just change one thing, maybe you wouldn't be where you are today. But there's one thing that I would change is to always be in control of the money. Because if you're not in control of the money, whether you have an affiliate program or whether someone is saying, hey, I'm going to hold this money for you, then you're not in total control. Because at the end of the day, if you don't have total control over the money, you don't have total control over anything, nothing. There should be Dominion to Dominion transfer. It is. It's called crypto. Instant funding account plan in Dominion, not so far. Oh, wow. Win rate is 70% after being in MFU. Congratulations. Let's take a look at pound yen. Yeah, pound yen was the trade. Pound yen was the trade. 30 pip move, clean move. I mean, this is the only thing that played out. Pound yen is the only thing that played out. Gold, garbage. Why you shift to C Trader? Because from C Trader to MT5 because the commissions went up on C Trader. I grinded and brought my account back from drawdown to profit, but I'm still feeling fear from losing. How can I deal with that? Still feeling fear from losing. Maybe go with one trade a day. One trade a day, that's it. Because the fear comes from lack of confidence, So if you are confident, this is going to be no fear. And confidence comes from knowing what you are doing wrong when you're taking a trade, whether it's taking a loss or it's taking a win, whatever that is. But you have to go over all of that. Price action is what? Price action is clowning today. Price action is clowning on gold. Trade locker and Dominion funding. Just saw a message in Discord. Yes, we have trade locker on Dominion funding. More often than not, for the London session, early entries are not so good, and a decent trade comes in an hour or two afterwards. How do you consider this? Yeah, sometimes a trade comes in just at market opens. Sometimes the trade comes in an hour after market opens. It's just the way how the market moves. What can we do? Would you wait for retracement in pound yen? Of course. But I would also tell myself that now I have missed this trade. That's something what I would also tell myself, that I've missed this trade. So if you can see how pound yen is moving, but pound USD is not moving, this goes to show that there's a lot of volume in the yen somehow, somewhere. Hey Raja, how much hard I try, I'm not able to increase my profit from 3.5% a month. Need guidance. Increase lot size. Maybe increase lot size. Or look to see if you are consistently making 3.5% a month, then maybe deposit more money and keep on making 3.5% a month. Because you don't have to make 10, 15, 20% a month. You can, but then there's going to be a lot of risk involved as well. Can I withdraw money using Visa on Dominion? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. One of the best liquidity providers we have with Dominion Markets. Open up an account and just notice the difference. It's not every time, but you have to problem day trade and just join and try MFU for 1 month. Yeah, that's a very good idea. Oh, look at this over here. So I have a speech coming up on Wednesday at the Coca-Cola Arena at the Fast Bull Summit. In the second half, the gold moved down. Yep. Yep. What can we do? What can we do? Nothing. Love you, brother. You are a blessing. Thank you. Thank you very much. Wow. I'm just looking at pound yen and thinking, wow, what an amazing move on pound yen. What an amazing move. What's your opinion on A book broker or B book? Which is best? You know what? There's no such thing as A book or B book. There's no such thing as A book or B book. You just have to focus on winning a trade. That's all what it boils down to. Just have to focus on winning a trade. Wow, look at that. Gold came in at the very end. Choose an ECN account, bro. Choose an ECN account to have like raw spreads, tight raw spreads. But man, this is great. I mean, the analysis was correct. It just came on at the very, very end. At the very, very, very end, this came. Unlimited leverage? No, there's no such thing as unlimited leverage, brother. In Dominion funding, can we purchase 400K accounts? Yes, you can. Copy trading? No. No one going to help you. No relatives, no friends. My suicidal thought because of debt. I did not tell my brother what I lost before 1 year. I'm too much happy. Yeah, tell your brother what you lost, bro. Your brother is not going to kill you. At the end of the day, look at it this way. You will not die. No one will kill you. Whatever bad news you have, just tell it to someone, man. You're not going to die. At least what's going to happen is you're going to be taking it off of your chest. You're going to be taking the burden off of your chest. That's what's going to happen. But you will not die. Okay. Second chance was after breaking second 15-minute candle. Yeah, I agree. Gold is making just shitty moves. Just shitty moves gold is making. Not happy with this, to be honest. All right. For what? Yeah. There's credit card series. For credit card. Okay. Yeah, okay. Thank you. I'll have to check. I think it's with me. I'll check. Yeah. I'll check. Actually, how can I meet you? Come to the Fastball Summit. Is Dominion Market available for USA? No. But if you want the same trading conditions, here is a website. Here you're not going to get MT5, but you're going to get Trade Locker, but you will get the same trading conditions as you get on Dominion Markets. The exact same trading conditions. Let's take a look at pound yen. Oh, whoa. Pound yen was the deal, man. Pound yen was the deal at the end of the day. Look at that. Sick move. Insane move. Wow. Wow. Anyway, I'm going to be waiting for buys above 32, 36. If that happens today, I'm going to be great. But anyway, I'm going to leave, guys. I'm going to see you guys on Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. Wednesday, I'm busy. No, I think, yeah. Wednesday should be good. But up until then, take care. I'll probably drop an analysis for New York session anyway. So, adios.